What is up, everyone? Today I'm here with my good friend, mentor, Cam Cassidy. Cam, you want to say hi?
Hi, how's it going, guys?
So today we are actually at a property in Oshawa that Cam Cassidy is currently working on flipping. So as you can see, the place is absolutely gutted. There's going to be some footage rolling on as well of what this place used to look like, and this place is absolutely insane. So Cam, why don't you talk about what this property was, how much you bought it for, and what exactly your game plan is?
Hey guys, just needed to come in here real quick and say that unfortunately I have to beep out and kind of just remove anything that talks about the renovation budget as well as the expected purchase price of the property once it is completely renovated and ready for sale. Only reason being is because a lot of things have changed, and Cam and I, we want to give you guys accurate information. So everything that was said was literally at the start of the renovation process. Now we're a few months, this was filmed in like the summertime. Now it's winter, it's February, so a lot of things have been changed, and we are probably going to be filming a part 2, so an after video, and then the numbers will be said. But again, I just want to really say that the property, the flip, the investment, the project, it still does make sense financially, but we just don't know the exact numbers, and we really don't want to be talking about the estimated numbers that we have. Again, it does make sense, so I hope you guys understand that.
Yeah, so I bought this property for $270,000.
Okay. In Oshawa, by the way.
In Oshawa, yeah. So it was obviously a really good deal. I bought it off a wholesaler.
Exactly.
So they actually bought it for cheaper than that and made a little bit of money.
Cam, why don't you talk about how you got a wholesaler to begin with and how you're able to get properties at such cheap value? Because again, we're like a bit mid-north Oshawa, right? So.
Yeah.
For 270, man, like that's insane.
Yeah.
So why don't we talk about that? Like, how did you find a wholesaler? How did you go about, getting an off-market deal?
Yeah. So I host workshops every 2 weeks. My good friend Radies was promoting it on Instagram, and someone from his Instagram saw that I was hosting it. The wholesaler came out to the property workshop. We met and started chatting, and then he had this potential deal come up, and I said, I'll take it, and jumped on it.
Yeah, it was literally just building connections and networking. So, again, why don't you, maybe show us around like what you can do? Because again, we actually came to this property a few months ago, maybe, and it was completely awful. There was just shit everywhere. Like it was insane. But now there's like it's completely gutted, and the renovation process is going through. So, Cam, if you want to maybe walk around and tell us like what's going where.
So we're down to the studs, obviously. The demo was pretty extensive. We had a whole crew in here. I think we went through 3 40-yard bins. Like it was just a lot of stuff. It was all lath and plaster, knob and tube wiring, asbestos filled, asbestos wrapped, duct work. So all the duct work's been taken out too. All the knob and tube wiring, you can actually see this is some of the leftover wiring that has still got to be cleaned up or picked up. So
exactly. And the reason you don't want knob and tube wiring is because the insurance, you literally get destroyed, right?
Yeah, it's a fire hazard. They won't even allow it. Like
exactly.
You can't even buy a property you can't even close on it. You have to have a plan to basically replace it. So so we basically took it right down to the studs, absolutely everything. There was mold in the house. There was everything you could possibly.
Anything you can imagine.
Yeah. Sorry.
No worries.
So yeah, it's just a matter of bringing it right down to the studs. We've been working on the past couple of weeks of designing how we're gonna to lay this out. It was the toughest part. You can see we've been using green tape to kind of picture where we're gonna do stuff. This wall's gonna come down. So right now we're standing in the kitchen, where what was the kitchen, and we're gonna keep it the kitchen. The problem with these houses is the kitchens were tiny, so the kitchen essentially started here and just went into the corner. Basically designing the kitchen and what we want to do with it. So the way these kitchens were, this house was built in 1925. They're very small, very tight. So this was the original kitchen, and we thought about just replacing that exactly as is. But what we're gonna do now is actually close in the door back here.
Okay.
We're gonna wrap the kitchen all the way around and have a peninsula come out. We were tinkering the idea with an island. That's what this was, but there would be no upper cabinets then.
Gotcha.
So this wall is gonna come right out. We're gonna close this off, so we'll have sink, stove right here, and then all upper cabinets, and then the peninsula will come out here.
Okay.
So you're gonna say, Why close off a back door? What's your
Yeah.
plan? The plan will then be to open up the doors off the dining room.
Okay.
So you'll have 2 double doors coming off the dining room. So the kitchen will be absolutely massive and
Yeah,
functional.
yeah.
Open concept right into the dining room and living room. You'll be able to see everything, which is what everybody wants right now.
Yeah.
Even if you have a beautiful house and the kitchen's small, it could be a problem with getting it sold. The good part about having it kind of pre-sold, so I basically was, honestly through Instagram and through social media, letting people
IG course
know,
link in bio.
letting people know about this property. I had someone essentially sold it through there, so they knew I was doing this and said, "Hey Cam, the house looks great. Can I come check it out? We're looking to buy." The good part about that is we showed them the plans and what we want to do, and they loved everything. And said, "Yeah, let's go forward with it."
Yeah.
We're making slight changes to things that they want,
Yeah.
but
Which is
nothing
fine.
crazy, which is fine. But they
Yeah.
loved our vision and our idea to kind of create a different space
Open
and
concept type of thing.
open concept, but actually make the kitchen a little bit bigger and a little bit more usable. So
Yeah, 'cause I remember the kitchen was literally tiny. It was like, I think, like 3 countertops, and I think there was like a fridge over here. So there didn't even have, I don't know. And it was
they
just
had
tiny.
they had like pantries over here and stuff.
Yeah.
So if we were to open it, then and obviously you lose that kind of storage. So.
Exactly, yeah. So why don't we walk through and see like the living room? And
Yeah,
whatnot?
so this would be the dining room in here.
You was right by my head.
We've got the old vintage
the church windows.
stained glass
Yeah.
windows, which adds a lot of character. We've kind of been debating, what we're gonna do with those. These we're gonna open up. The double doors will be the same width, but we'll just cut down, which is not too bad. And then these will go out to a brand new deck.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, I mean the property will, the flow will be really nice. You'll be able to see into the kitchen. Still big windows. We did tinker with the idea of having 2 doors going out back.
Right.
Kind of having that access, but having a big kitchen was just too important. It was just too big of a priority for us.
Okay.
And I think most buyers will want
Would
that. Will
appreciate
want the
that.
storage. Will want a good sized kitchen into a dining room and then into
The
the living room here, which has a gas fireplace already here, which is really nice to have. So we're not even quite sure if it's working yet. We're still working on testing that out. The mantles obviously need some work. We'll probably paint the brick or something like that. You can see right now we're just still finishing pulling all the nails and doing a lot of the little details that aren't that exciting before we get electrical starting to run very soon and the ductwork and
Yeah, 'cause you have to completely redo electrical, right?
oh yeah.
Yeah.
All the electrical's completely pulled out right now, even the ductwork too. So you can see they've already run one of the new electrical there, but all new windows are coming in too. They're actually in as well, so I'm excited to get those going. And so this is the main floor. We're in the what'll be the living room right now. So you'll have a nice living dining room kitchen combo. We did try to put a 2-piece bath in here. Just couldn't find a spot without really taking too much
Living space.
living space away. It would have just been too crammed. So I mean that was a priority, but. You may not be able to tell on camera, but really tall ceilings.
How
Really
tall are you,
good
Cam?
ceiling
You're
heights.
6'2"?
Yeah, I'm 6 foot. So these are just the full 8.5 foot ceilings. So it gives you just a lot of that good feeling.
Yeah,
and a lot of
yeah.
the old houses have that. I think once we get the doors in there,
gonna
nice
help,
big
yeah.
windows here. It'll be a lot of natural light. There's still a big window in the kitchen, so yeah, it should be a really nice main floor.
So where do we go now? Up or down? You can pick.
Yeah, we'll go up.
Go up. All right, let's go. This is actually pretty sick. Eh?
Watch your step. There's still.
Yep.
Going upstairs.
Not a luxury mansion for this time. This is better, right, Cam? We want to start off.
Yeah, so you can see even some of the windows are put up. Watch, there's some wasps up here.
Oh, okay.
We're still working on getting rid of those. So this was one of the major issues and one of the major structural changes we're doing is this washroom. And just be careful because of the floors, but because it was a 1.5 story, they actually just had a tub with no shower. So
Okay.
in this day and age, you absolutely need a shower. So one of the big projects we're working on is bumping this dormer out so that we can put in a nice big shower. We actually designed two bathrooms to put in here.
Okay.
But the new buyers actually only wanted one big one.
Oh, okay.
So that's one of the changes we're working on right now with the drawings to
Throughout
get
the whole house, just one.
one big one upstairs here, and then there'll be one in the basement. We figure for resale value, it would have been nicer to have two, but they kind of said no. We want one big shower, nice tub, double sink, vanity, so it'll make it a nice big room.
Yeah.
And then watch your step in here. The other big change, we're gonna bump out this dormer as well. Yeah, be careful. Watch your step.
Yeah.
I mean, it would make for good clickbait. Someone does want to fall.
But yeah, so this will be the master, and this will be then a bathroom here, and then you'll have a walk-in closet over here on this side. So it'll be a nice big master. Second bedroom here will also have a pretty big closet, and then even the front room is a nice.
So is this just like, there's nothing behind
All
this wall? Like,
structure?
yeah.
It's the roof on the outside, right? So the
Oh.
roof literally comes down right here. So we're bumping it out. So this is a dormer also. Even up the front is a dormer. So it originally would have come down, and you could see it pop out.
Yeah.
So all you have to do is pop it. It'll feel like a 2-story once it's done.
Yeah. Why don't we go take a look at that side of the house then? I know there was like a lot of roofing damages. How's that looking?
No, it's okay. There wasn't anything too crazy.
It was just the ceiling, right?
Yeah, some little parts that need to be touched up, some of the wood, but
I remember, I think it was in this room, the ceiling was caving in or some.
yeah,
crazy
that's
stuff
why
was
a
going
lot
on.
of the insulation, right? We weren't planning on keeping any of that. We weren't keeping any of the plaster walls of the lath. So it was always in the plan to redo it, but. Structurally the house is in good shape. There was no surprises from that way. There's no sloping. It's a well-built house.
Yeah,
Even the inspector, when he came in before, he was like, it's still a quality house. It just needs to be taken right down to the studs.
Yeah.
So I think once we're going to re-insulate it, re-drywall, electrical, everything will be redone in this house. So it'll essentially be a new house, except just a solid wood frame house, right? Which even in new houses you don't get a lot of that same build. So it has the old character. We'll look at the front porch too, but to have a nice front porch that you can sit out, like a lot of the neighbors do in this neighborhood. Yeah, so a lot of people like that character in it. Big lot, 40-foot frontage by, I think we're 110.
Wow. That's really good.
Yeah, it's a good sized lot. I mean, your neighbors aren't right on you kind of thing.
Yeah.
So. It's
looking pretty good, Cam.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at this closet. This will be the second bedroom. It's gonna have a walk-in closet,
Oh, okay, there we go.
right? It'll be a lot of storage for people. You'll have a pantry kind of right here, and then that front room even has a walk-in closet. Not really walk-in, but it's
Somewhat walk-in.
somewhat walk-in, right? It's still big enough for lots of storage, even compared to some of the closets we get and stuff. So.
Not bad.
It'll be a 3-bedroom, nice 3-bedroom,
Wow,
nice
this is,
big bathroom, and
Wow, really cool.
Yeah. So should we check out the basement?
yeah.
Sounds good.
So one of the big projects that they've just been working on is it had 60 amp service. Watch that bottom step is lit. So this is brand new panel that we had to run from the street. We had to bring 200 amps in. So now we have 200 amp service here. This is where all the copper wiring will come from.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but it's a little bit lower than we thought. It's not going to be a legal basement apartment or anything like that. You can see clean, dry. We've had lots of rain and no issues with water or anything like that. No leaks. The foundation is solid. Just a matter of redoing it. So we're just going to make this one big rec room.
Okay.
And then there was a 3-piece bathroom over here.
Right.
So we'll have a door. We'll have a door right here. We'll go into a 3-piece bathroom in here.
Okay. Not bad.
And then I don't know if you already said this, sorry. The vision down here, is it just gonna be kind
A
of
rec room.
done? Yeah.
Just finished rec room, right? The ceiling height's a little bit lower than we thought. One of the only surprises was this concrete pad. I thought, and a lot of times, in the old days, they would just build up the basement with wood to get off the bottom.
Just so it's all level.
Yeah, but it was concrete, which I was like, damn, it was an extra 2 or 3 inches. I'm 6 foot and I'll still be able to stand up, which should be fine, but it'll be tighter than I would have liked if it's 6'4", 6'5".
yeah.
We had ideas of doing a wet bar.
Oh, okay.
That'd be
we
cool.
were gonna do it up probably a little bit more than if it was a little bit more livable, but the windows are nice and big. Those are going to be all replaced too, so there'll be lots of light down here. It'll be a great kids room. Still a nice like entertainment space. You can still put a couch and a TV and come and sit down and just for someone over 6'2", this house won't be for them, but even the new buyers were okay with it and obviously saw it. So yeah.
I could see myself playing some mini sticks down here.
Yeah. So it's just extra living space, right? So it'll be nice and to have that second living space.
100%. So should we go back upstairs, run the numbers one more time, and talk about why you actually decided to take on this huge project where the average person would run away and never come back?
Yeah, man.
Let's do it. Let's go. So another question I have, Cameron, I know a lot of people are going to be wondering, like, holy shit, this house looks awful. Like, this looks like a headache. This looks like so much work. Why would you even want to get into this? Why do you think a lot of people like to run away from these type of deals? And you and I, and even Nolan and Khalil, we know that this is where a lot of money's at. But again, a lot of people don't like this stuff. What do you have to say to them who, might be scared to really take action and take on a project like this? How do you go about it?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of learning that has to go on. You have to be comfortable with all of the fear and negativity that surrounds getting into something, and there's certainly lots of things that could still go wrong, but we're filming this still in an early stage, so maybe at the last video we can see that the numbers actually worked out that way, right? So you never know, my budget could get run up. There's always things that could happen or things that can go wrong, but for me it's just seeing the opportunity, right? Like saying, okay, what is this going to be worth when it's finished and when it's nice and when it's done? What is the renovation going to be? And then what is the seller asking for in the purchase price, right? So as you know, the seller was originally asking for $300,000.
Yeah.
But even there, I was not quite comfortable at that number, so I just proposed a different number
that works.
and said, hey, I would take it at this price, and the wholesaler seller wanted to unload it and make sure he had it off his plate. He was still going to make a profit, so he was happy.
Exactly.
So I to me, there's the more issues that are wrong with the house, the more opportunity there is to make. So.
Exactly.
So I had a question. So obviously looking around, it looks like you're almost like building a whole new house. So how long does a project like this take you?
That's a good question.
It'll take another 2 or 3 months, I'd imagine. It's already been a little bit slower than I would have liked. Drawings and permit issues have slowed us down. Contractors that have been,
on vacation
or personal things happen. My contractor had a personal incident or a personal family member that he had to attend to, which I respect. So those types of things happen, and these are one of the things that scare people is how long is it's going to take. I mean, to me, I'm trying to get it done as quick as possible. Finding a buyer was a pleasant surprise, but it has kind of put a little bit more pressure on it. I want to, make them happy and keep them around and get the project done for them. It's kind of turned me from a flipper to a builder, which I've never really done before. So it's a little bit unique in that sense, but you posted this number of times, I posted a number of times, I put it on my investor email, and not a lot of people came.
Yeah, I think we had one person who actually showed up, and then he came and he was like, I don't want it, like, I'm scared. He literally said, like, hey, I'm going to be totally honest with you. This looks like a lot of work. I don't want to do it. And I think, like, he was able to do it financially, but for him, it was the mindset. Yeah. Which I think a lot of people don't understand is, like, hey, you can have $1 million, but if you don't have that mindset to actually do it, nothing's going to happen.
Yeah, you got to show up, right? You got to show up and look at properties. And, to me, if you're not looking at opportunities, then you're complaining that there's no deals out there. Yeah. You're just backwards thinking, right?
Exactly.
To me, if you're not looking at 10 properties a week and going out and checking them out. This one I put it out, and then this wholesaler said, hey, come look at it. I said, sure. Yeah. And having that open mindset to look at opportunities. And I always joke, I take a stupid amount of cold calls and sales pitches when most people won't even, because you never know. Yeah. You never know, right? Like 99% of them, I'm like, oh, thanks, nice pitch, but I'm going to move on. But to me, it's about the mindset of saying
yes, being open-minded.
Yeah, sure. What do you got for me? No, I've heard that before. So, But at least I'm hearing you, and at least I'm not shutting my mind or shutting that out. So.
Exactly. Like how a lot of realtors shut out social media. We'll talk about that later. Anyways, I think that's a wrap, right, Cam? Is there anything else you want to say, maybe?
No.
That's pretty much it. Yeah, so again, if you guys enjoyed there was a lot of value in this video, guys. Go back, rewind it, watch the whole thing again, because there's definitely something that you missed. Guys, Cam is making money on this property, and again, it didn't take like $1 million. He didn't have to, go take a $10,000 course to learn how to do this. It's all about taking action. If you guys want to see more videos with Cam Cassidy, then you're in for a treat. We got a lot of stuff coming out with Cam, and we have some more stuff coming out with just, general investors and interviews. So leave a like, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. And until next time, it's been Radies. We'll see you guys all next time. There you go.
That was solid.
There's the master. Holy shit.